The Roman sun was golden on the stone. I climbed the Spanish steps that summer day, and there you sat with gelato in your hand, a stranger smile that took my breath away. You looked at me the way the morning shines, and something started I could not define. That was the moment, soft and unprepared. A glance, a smile, the warm Italian air. I didn't know your name or where you'd been, but somehow I had met you long before, on the Spanish steps where it began. You asked me for the time in broken words. I answered slow, afraid you'd walk away. The fountain sang below us in the square, and neither of us knew quite what to say. The pigeons rose, the church bells started low. A summer morning 60 years ago. That was the moment, soft and unprepared. A glance, a smile, the warm Italian air. I didn't know your name or where you'd been, but somehow I had met you long before, on the Spanish steps where it began. I still can see you sitting in the light, the careless grace, the summer in your eyes. Some moments come and go without a trace, but this one stayed with me my whole life long. The Roman sun, the steps, your gentle stare, on the Spanish steps I met you there. We found a little cafe down the lane. The morning light was falling soft and slow. You ordered coffee, I could barely speak. My heart was racing, though I didn't show. The cups were small, the table worn and round, and there we sat, two strangers newly found. We talked of little things, the sky, the street, the way the morning made the city glow. I memorized the sound of your soft voice, a gentle tune I never want to lose. A morning and a coffee, you and me. about my clumsy, careful words. I asked you questions just to hear you speak. The minutes turned to hours, soft and slow, and neither one of us would move to leave. The world outside kept rushing on its way, but we had found a quiet place to stay. We talked of little things, the sky, the street, the way the morning made the city glow. I memorized the sound of your soft voice, a gentle tune I never want to lose. A morning and a coffee, you and me. It wasn't much, just coffee and the light. No promises, no plans, no grand design, but something in that ordinary hour became a morning I would not forget. The cups grew cold, but still we lingered there. A morning and a coffee, you and me. You had a little scooter, old and blue. You smiled and said, hold on and don't let go. I wrapped my arms around you, holding tight, and off we went through streets I didn't know. The summer wind was rushing through my hair, and I was young without a single care. We rode through Rome with nowhere we should be, the fountains and the rooftops flying by. I held you close and laughed into the wind, the freest I had ever felt alive. Just you and me, and Roman summer air. We passed the squares where old men read the news, the children chasing pigeons in the sun. You called my name and pointed at the sky, and I would have gone anywhere you'd run. No map, no plan, no reason and no end, just two young hearts and roam around the bend. We rode through Rome with nowhere we should be, the fountains and the rooftops flying by. can still feel the wind, the warmth, the speed. My arms around you, young and unafraid. We thought that we would always be that free. That summer when the whole of Rome was ours. The little scooter, old and faded blue, I still can feel my arms around you. We stood before the fountain in the sun, the water sparkling silver in the light. You pressed a coin into my open hand and said, "Now close your eyes and make a wish." I didn't tell you what I wished back then, but you were there, and that was wish enough. I made a wish beside the Trevi stream, a foolish, hopeful, young and tender dream. I wish that summer never had to end, that you would stay beside me to the last. A coin, a wish, the fountain, and your hand. You laughed and threw your coin into the blue, and said that yours would surely come to pass. The legend promised we would come again to Rome someday, to find this very place. I watched you smiling through the falling spray, and wished that I could keep that summer day. I made a wish beside the Trevi stream, a foolish, hopeful, young and tender dream. I wish that summer never had to end, that you would stay beside me to the last. A coin, a wish, the fountain, and your hand. They say a wish will find its way back home. I've come back to the fountain through the years. The water still sings softly as it did, and I still make the very same sweet wish. I press a coin and close my eyes once more, and wish for you the way I did before. Found a little shop along the way, the kind with paper cups and wooden spoons. You picked a lemon chose chocolate brown and traded taste beneath the afternoon. We sat upon a step in some old lane and let the world go by without a name. It melted in the heat, but we didn't mind the sweetness on your lips, the summer light. We didn't need a thing but this right here, a little cup of gelato, you and me. The simplest happy hour of my life. You had a little smudge upon your cheek. I reached and wiped it gently with my thumb. You laughed and looked at me a moment long, and neither of us spoke. We didn't have to. The narrow street was ours and no one came. Just shadows, sweetness, and your quiet name. It melted in the heat, but we didn't mind the sweetness on your lips, the summer light. We didn't need a thing but this right here, a little cup of gelato, you and me. The simplest happy hour of my life. I've tasted finer things in all my years, in grander places far from that old lane, but nothing ever came so close to joy as gelato on a step in Rome with you. A paper cup, a spoon, a summer street, the simplest hour and the most complete. You read the legend carved above the stone. A liar's hand will never leave here whole. You grinned at me and placed your hand inside the marble mouth and waited watching me, then pulled your arm and cried as if in pain. I gasped, you laughed, your hand was fine again. We laughed until we couldn't breathe at all, beside the mouth of truth that afternoon. You were so full of mischief and of light. I think I loved you more right then and there, the day you made me laugh before the truth. You dared me then to place my own hand in and speak aloud the truth inside my heart. I almost said the words words I held so close, but lost my nerve and laughed and stepped away. You smiled at me as if you understood, and didn't ask the way I hoped you would. We laughed until we couldn't breathe at all, beside the mouth of truth that afternoon. You were so full of mischief and of light. I think I loved you more right then and there, the day you made me laugh before the truth. Of all the things the years have washed away, your laughter is the sound I still can hear. So light, so free, so full of summer joy, beside the mouth of truth that afternoon. I never placed my hand inside the stone, but I knew then I'd never be alone. Climbed the hill as evening softly came. The ancient stones were glowing golden rose. You leaned against the railing, quiet now. The laughter of the day had settled down. The sun was sinking low behind the dome, and neither of us spoke. We were at home. The light was turning amber on your face, the Colosseum burning soft and slow. I didn't need to say a single word. I think you knew the way I felt by then. A sunset and your hand inside of mine. We watched the swallows circle in the sky, the city breathing slow beneath the gold. You rested your head gently on my arm, and something in me knew this was the one. The evening I would carry all my life, the quiet hour I'd never leave behind. The light was turning amber on your face, the Colosseum burning soft and slow. I didn't need to say a single word. I think you knew the way I felt by then. A sunset and your hand inside of mine. I've watched 1,000 sunsets since that day, as that one evening you and Roman gold. The stones grew dark, the swallows flew away, but I still stand there in that fading day. The river held the lights of Rome at night. The stars were scattered soft across the sky. We walked along the Tiber, slow and close. The gentle sound of water down below. I felt the words I'd held for all those days rise softly to my lips, and I was brave. I told you then the truth I couldn't hide. I've loved you since the Spanish Steps in June. My voice was trembling soft against the night. You took my hand and whispered, yes, I know. Beneath the stars, along the Tiber side. You didn't laugh, you didn't turn away. You only smiled the way you always smiled. You said you'd felt the same since that first day. The morning coffee, all those little things. We stood there in the quiet, hand in hand. Two hearts that finally began to understand. I told you then the truth I couldn't hide. I've loved you since the Spanish Steps in June. My voice was trembling soft against the night. You took my hand and whispered, yes, I know. Beneath the stars, along the Tiber side. Of all the words I've spoken in my ears, none ever meant as much or cost as much as those I gave you by the river's edge, the night I told you underneath the stars. The river flows through Rome without me now, but those soft words are flowing in me still. The day to leave, your train was waiting at the platform's edge. We didn't have the words to say goodbye, so much to say, and yet we stood in silence. You held my hands and looked into my eyes. touched my face and said, don't be afraid. Whatever comes, we had our summer here. And then the train took you away from me. We promised we would write, and so we did. The letters slowly faded through the years. Life took us each along a different road, to different cities, under different skies. But I have never once forgotten how you looked at me before the train pulled out. I had to let you go, though all of me was asking you to stay just one more day. You touched my face and said, don't be afraid. Whatever comes, we had our summer here. And then the train took you away from me. I don't regret a single day we had. I wouldn't trade that summer for the world. Some loves are not meant to grow old side by side, but live forever young, the way we were. The train is gone, the platform empty now, but I can still feel your hands in mine somehow. I came back to Rome after all these years. My hair gone gray, my steps a little slow. I climbed again the stairs where we first met. The gelato shops, the fountain, still the same. The city hasn't changed so very much, but I am old now, and you are not here. But oh, I feel you everywhere I go. The scent of summer, coffee in the air. You're on the Spanish Steps, the Tiber side. Forever young, the way you were back then. My first love. In the Rome we used to know. I sat beside the Trevi once again, and pressed a coin and made the same sweet wish. I wish that you were happy wherever you had gone, that life had been as gentle as my own. I never knew which road you finally walked, but I have loved you down through all the years. But first sight. Forever young, the way you were back then, my first love. In the Rome we used to know. They say that first love is a thing you lose, but that has never once been true for me. I carried you through every single year, not as a sorrow, but a quiet light. So here's to you, to Rome, to summers past, to first love, and the things that always last. The Roman sun was golden on the stone. I climbed the Spanish steps that summer day, and there you sat with gelato in your hand, a stranger smile that took my breath away. At me the way the morning shines, and something started I could not define. That was the moment, soft and unprepared, a glance, a smile, the warm Italian air. I didn't know your name or where you'd been, but somehow I had met you long before, on the Spanish steps where it began. You asked me for the time in broken words. I answered slow, afraid you'd walk away. The fountain sang below us in the square, and neither of us knew quite what to say. The pigeons rose, the church bells started low. A summer morning 60 years ago, that was the moment, soft and unprepared, a glance, a smile, the warm Italian air. I didn't know your name or where you'd been, but somehow I had met you long before, on the Spanish steps where it began. I still can see you sitting in the light, the careless grace, the summer in your eyes. Some moments come and go without a trace, but this one stayed with me my whole life long. The Roman sun, the steps, your gentle stare, on the Spanish steps I met you there. was falling soft and slow. You ordered coffee, I could barely speak. My heart was racing, though I didn't show. The cups were small, the table worn and round, and there we sat, two strangers newly found. We talked of little things, the sky, the street, the way the morning made the city glow. I memorized the sound of your soft voice, a gentle tune I never want to lose. A morning and a coffee, you and me. You laughed about my clumsy, careful words. I asked you questions just to hear you speak. The minutes turned to hours, soft and slow, and neither one of us would move to leave. The world outside kept rushing on its way, but we had found a quiet place to stay. We talked of little things, the sky, the street, the way the morning made the city glow. I memorized the sound of your soft voice, a gentle tune I never want to lose. A morning and a coffee, you and me. It wasn't much, just coffee and the light. No promises, no plans, no grand design, but something in that ordinary hour became a morning I would not forget. The cups grew cold, but still we lingered there. A morning and a coffee, you and me. You had a little scooter, old and blue. You smiled and said, hold on and don't let go. I wrapped my arms around you, holding tight, and off we went through streets I didn't know. The summer wind was rushing through my hair, and I was young without a single care. We rode through Rome with nowhere we should be, the fountains and the rooftops flying by. I held you close and laughed into the wind, the freest I had ever felt alive. pigeons in the sun. You called my name and pointed at the sky, and I would have gone anywhere you'd run. No map, no plan, no reason and no end, just two young hearts and roam around the bend. We rode through Rome with nowhere we should be, the fountains and the rooftops flying by. I held you close and laughed into the wind, the freest I had ever felt alive. Just you and me, and Roman summer air. I can still feel the wind, the warmth, the speed, my arms around you, young and unafraid. We thought that we would always be that free, that summer when the whole of Rome was ours. The little scooter, old and faded blue, I still can feel my arms around you. We stood before the fountain in the sun, the water sparkling silver in the light. You pressed a coin into my open hand and said, "Now close your eyes and make a wish." I didn't tell you what I wished back then, but you were there, and that was wish enough. I made a wish beside the Trevi stream, a foolish, hopeful, young and tender dream. I wish that summer never had to end, that you would stay beside me to the last. A coin, a wish, the fountain, and your hand. You laughed and threw your coin into the blue, and said that yours would surely come to pass. The legend promised we would come again to Rome someday, to find this very place. I watched you smiling through the falling spray, and wished that I could keep that summer day. I made a wish beside the Trevi stream, a foolish, hopeful, young and tender dream. I wish that summer never had to end, that you would stay beside me to the last. A coin, a wish, the fountain, and your hand. They say a wish will find its way back home. I've come back to the fountain through the years. The water still toss a coin and close my eyes once more and wish for you the way I did before. Found a little shop along the way, the kind with paper cups and wooden spoons. You picked the lemon, I chose chocolate brown, and traded taste beneath the afternoon. We sat upon a step in some old lane and let the world go by without a name. It melted in the heat, but we didn't mind the sweetness on your lips, the summer light. We didn't need a thing but this right here, a little cup of gelato, you and me. The simplest happy hour of my life. You had a little smudge upon your cheek. I reached and wiped it gently with my thumb. You laughed and looked at me a moment long, and neither of us spoke. We didn't have to. The narrow street was ours and no one came. Just shadows, sweetness, and your quiet name. It melted in the heat, but we didn't mind the sweetness on your lips, the summer light. We didn't need a thing but this right here, a little cup of gelato, you and me. The simplest happy hour of my life. I've tasted finer things in all my years, in grander places far from that old lane, but nothing ever came so close to joy as gelato on a step in Rome with you. A paper cup, a spoon, a summer street, the simplest hour and the most complete. You read the legend carved above the stone. A liar's hand will never leave here whole. You grinned at me and placed your hand inside the marble mouth and waited, watching me. Then pulled your arm and cried as if in pain. I gasped, you laughed, your hand was fine again. We laughed and afternoon. You were so full of mischief and of light. I think I loved you more right then and there. The day you made me laugh before the truth. You dared me then to place my own hand in and speak aloud the truth inside my heart. I almost said the words I held so close, but lost my nerve and laughed and stepped away. You smiled at me as if you understood, and didn't ask the way I hoped you would. We laughed until we couldn't breathe at all beside the mouth of truth that afternoon. You were so full of mischief and of light. I think I loved you more right then and there. The day you made me laugh before the truth. Of all the things the years have washed away, your laughter is the sound I still can hear. So light, so free, so full of summer joy. Beside the mouth of truth that afternoon. I never placed my hand inside the stone, but I knew then I'd never be alone. Climbed the hill as evening softly came. The ancient stones were glowing golden rose. You leaned against the railing, quiet now. The laughter of the day had settled down. The sun was sinking low behind the dome, and neither of us spoke. We were at home. The light was turning amber on your face, the Colosseum burning soft and slow. I didn't need to say a single word. I think you knew the way I felt by then. A sunset and your hand inside of mine. We watched the swallows circle in the sky, the city breathing slow beneath the gold. You rested your head gently on my arm, and something in me knew this was the one. The evening I would carry all my life, the quiet hour I'd never leave behind. The light was turning amber on your face, the Colosseum burning soft and slow. I didn't need to say a single word. I think you knew the way I felt by then. A sunset and your hand inside of mine. I've watched 1,000 sunsets since that day, in many lands with many skies above, but none of them has ever burned as bright as that one evening you and Roman gold. The stones grew dark, the swallows flew away, but I still stand there in that fading day. The river held the lights of Rome at night. The stars were scattered soft across the sky. We walked along the Tiber, slow and close, the gentle sound of water down below. I felt the words I'd held for all those days rise softly to my lips, and I was brave. I told you then the truth I couldn't hide. I've loved you since the Spanish Steps in June. My voice was trembling soft against the night. You took my hand and whispered, yes, I know. Beneath the stars, along the Tiber side. You didn't laugh, you didn't turn away. You only smiled the way you always smiled. You said you'd felt the same since that first day. The morning coffee, all those little things. We stood there in the quiet, hand in hand. Two hearts that finally began to understand. I told you then the truth I couldn't hide. I've loved you since the Spanish Steps in June. My voice was trembling soft against the night. You took my hand and whispered, yes, I know. Beneath the stars, along the Tiber side. Of all the words I've spoken in my years, none ever meant as much or cost as much as those I gave you by the river's edge. The night I told you underneath the stars. The river flows through Rome without me now, but those soft words flowing in me still. The day to leave, your train was waiting at the platform's edge. We didn't have the words to say goodbye, so much to say, and yet we stood in silence. You held my hands and looked into my eyes. The summer ending there before us both. I had to let you go, though all of me was asking you to stay just one more day. You touched my face and said, don't be afraid, whatever comes, we had our summer here. And then the train took you away from me. We promised we would write, and so we did. The letters slowly faded through the years. Life took us each along a different road, to different cities, under different skies. But I have never once forgotten how you looked at me before the train pulled out. I had to let you go, though all of me was asking you to stay just one more day. You touched my face and said, don't be afraid, whatever comes, we had our summer here. And then the train took you away from me. I don't regret a single day we had. I wouldn't trade that summer for the world. Some loves are not meant to grow old side by side, but live forever young, the way we were. The train is gone, the platform empty now, but I can still feel your hands in mine somehow. I came back to Rome after all these years. My hair gone gray, my steps a little slow. I climbed again the stairs where we first met. The gelato shops, the fountain, still the same. The city hasn't changed so very much, but I the scent of summer coffee in the air. You're on the Spanish steps, the Tiber side, forever young the way you were back then, my first love. In the Rome we used to know, I sat beside the Trevi once again and pressed a coin and made the same sweet wish. I wish that you were happy wherever you had gone, that life had been as gentle as my own. I never knew which road you finally walked, but I have loved you down through all the years. But oh, I feel you everywhere I go, the scent of summer coffee in the air. You're on the Spanish steps, the Tiber side, forever young the way you were back then, my first love. In the Rome we used to know. They say that first love is a thing you lose, but that has never once been true for me. I carried you through every single year, not as a sorrow, but a quiet light. So here's to you, to Rome, to summers past, to first love, and the things that always last.